My story, long story short, it was me, my mom, and my dad. Well, they weren't living together. They weren't together, but both of them have always been in my life. I lived with my mom majority of the time. Spent a lot of time with my dad on the weekends. Grew up. They put me through school. Got to college. I lived in the suburbs. I was a cheerleader. I was on drill team. I played volleyball. They always had me in something. My parents always wanted me doing something, so they kept me in something. And then I grew up, went off to college, left school to do music, and now we're here.
When it came to your parents, what age were you when they split?
Oh, I was 0. I wasn't even born. I wasn't even born. Like, they broke up a little bit before the birth dates. So I didn't even get to see them together.
Do you ever knew the reason why?
Yeah, it was my daddy. Like, it was him. I mean, I can't really pinpoint exactly what it was because I'm not my mama, so I don't really know in the detail, but I just know it was him.
Were they ever married at one point?
Nah.
And you would live on the weekends under the roof of your father. Would you ever spend like a longer period of time more than that or no?
Oh, yeah. Like, sometimes I would want to stay longer, or sometimes I stay during the week. But the weekends was just like the set, the standard, But I could go over there whenever. Like, I spent a lot of time with him.
Never for like a season, like summertime, under the roof?
I spent a winter with him when I was in the 11th grade, but he just had too many rules for me, so I had to go about my business.
Your parents had a good relationship co-parenting you, though?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Would you ever use one parent against another to get something you wanted?
Yeah, I still do that. Yeah.
And thinking back, did this split affect you in your life looking back at things?
Actually, no, I like them like that. I think it would be weird if they was together. But maybe that's because I don't know them as being together. I don't know. But I like them apart.
Have you ever had to deal with a step-parent?
Yeah. I was a kid, though. I was like 7. And I didn't like her. And my mama didn't like her either.
So this was a step-parent on your father's side?
Yeah.
Are they still together or they broke up?
Oh, no, they been broke up. She got a whole nother husband. Yeah.
And what was your reasoning that you didn't like her?
Because she thought she was my mama, and she wasn't. And she was trying to be my mama. And I'm just like, my mama at the house. And it was so funny because she almost got into it with my real mama at the house because my daddy told, my mama told my daddy not to be bringing her over there. He brought her over there anyway, and they almost got into it because she was bullying me, and she was just doing the most. And my mama was like, oh, no, like, you're not about to handle her like that, you know what I'm saying? So, no, I didn't like that particular girlfriend or wife that my daddy had, whatever. So, but it's good, though.
When you did have that step-parent around, though, did you ever try to give her a fair shot?
No, because me being 7, I'm thinking, this my daddy, I don't want my daddy to be with nobody, like, And I'm still kind of like that now, but now that I've grown up, I kind of let him do his thing, but I'm 7 years old, like, I don't want no woman around my daddy.
Do you think you may have been part of the reason why they broke up?
Yeah, but she'll be all right.
And what about, and last question with the step-parent, did she bring her own children into the mix?
She did. Her kids was cool. I liked her kids. Her kids was so cool. I just ain't like her.
And when it came to your mother or your father, you would have to deal with boyfriends or girlfriends as well?
Yeah.
And how would your relationships with them be?
It would be cool. It's always cool on my mom's side. Like, if I'm dealing with, like, her boyfriend or some guy she dealing with, it's always cool. Like, they never violate me, we never had no problems. It's always the women, because I got a mouth and an attitude just like they do. So maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But
would you ever feel protective when it came to your mom and her boyfriends?
Protective?
Yeah, would you ever be, like, protective of your mother?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I made that known outside.
Just curious. And when it came to your mother's boyfriends, would you ever be the reason why a relationship didn't work out? Did you?
Oh, no, I let my mama do her thing. I don't be in the way, If she dating somebody, I don't even interfere, and they don't interfere with me. So we always be good on that side.
Sometimes children will sabotage a relationship.
Yeah, I know.
There's movies about it, television shows.
Yeah, I
So
know.
just curious, you know, just thinking back how your experiences were.
Yeah.
And and that's good there.
Okay.
All right, I'm still talking about your upbringing. I was just kind of done there with your parents' situation. Where were you born?
Dallas.
But you weren't raised in Dallas.
No, I was raised in DeSoto. DeSoto is probably like 7 to 10 minutes outside of Dallas. Or if you just want to be exact, it's probably like 10 minutes.
And what years were you raised there?
DeSoto, I was raised there all my life. Probably like, I lied, I wasn't. We moved to DeSoto, I think, when I was like 5. So from 5 to 21, I was living in DeSoto.
And this was the suburbs.
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
Yeah.
What was growing up in DeSoto like for you?
I loved it. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of friends in like middle school, elementary school. High school is where it kind of was like, I'm really cool on friends. But it was cool. Like I said, I was involved in activities like volleyball, drill team, cheerleaders. So I was always busy. So it was cool for me. I was like one of the little popular girls that didn't nobody like.
How'd you get popular? What's the secret?
I think me just being me, you know? Me being me being on the teams. You know, everybody want to know who on the teams. So that, me being cute, I don't want to toot my own horn, but that was a part of it. And yeah.
When it came to the cute part, right? Were you ever a tomboy growing up, or were you always like on some pretty girl?
Oh, nah, I've always been a girly girl. Always.
Even playing sports?
Even playing sports.
Because you mentioned volleyball and drill team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, drill team is real girly. You know, it's like, it's real girly.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, not like this. Nah. Mm-mm.
And not a rough upbringing, it sounds like.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Didn't get into trouble very much growing up?
I didn't. I did not.